Hello, yet again, my friends, and welcome back to Sakura Dead!
Such a shame. What are your feelings towards Sakura being the next victim?
I am not as sad as I thought I would be.
Because she was a filthy fucking Nick traitor.
I mean, I feel kind of... I feel sad, but... I don't know. So anyway, blow to the head, vomited blood. Ugh.
I think the case this time might be a challenge.
Why is that? Because the others are a fucking cakewalk?
So...
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with a chair from the inside the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door.
So if the door was blocked from the inside, then there would be no way in or out till we broke the window. There's like zero escape, huh? The
Zero
nunnery
escape
game.
for the nonnery game? In other words, this is a classic locked room murder.
Locked room murder?
Ah yes, he was behind the mask all along, Mr. Locked Room Murder. Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails?
I imagine it's a murder where they pose it to look like a suicide.
Well, sit down and let me tell you a tale.
Sure, if you don't mind.
Fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types.
In all of them, the victim is dead.
The first type is where the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime and then through some special methods seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or a simple mechanism. There are a number of variations.
So for that, all we have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed.
Oh?
In other words...
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
However...
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it.
Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
It's true.
The third type is the killer stays in the room until it's opened up.
What do you mean by that?
In other words...
They stay hidden, and when the door is opened, they see the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that.
That sounds like it could have been possible, maybe.
It's true.
Nah, she went and got everyone, and she said she got everyone.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all.
Not a locked
In
room?
other words...
By that I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible.
Then you think we can cross that one off too?
Indeed.
I believe so, yes.
What if there was a fifth one, called the Room of Doom,
So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics.
where you teleport out the room? Makoto could have done it. So there are 4 possibilities, then, Kyoko, which of our 4 choices seems like the most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now I can't really say.
I see.
What do you think to Kyoko and her character development? Question mark, or where
She
she
hasn't had any.
where she slowly opens up more as the game goes on.
She kind of doesn't.
I think she does.
It's in like minute amounts, and it doesn't really feel very rewarding or satisfying.
I think it's in just subtle enough amounts that it's slightly more realistic.
Yeah, but she's a very unrealistic character to begin with.
Fuck, you got me there, son.
I mean, how many girls do you know that act like that? Because I know 0. Somehow I know -1.
We've grown up the floor.
This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Ah, that's...
Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well...
Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her.
It was drugs.
It's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little.
So you gave the candy to Sakura.
I found a big box in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get in the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room.
You greedy cunt.
I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them.
You really like them that much?
'Cause, I mean,
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one. Oh my god. Didn't realize the face. But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her.
Could you stop lying on the floor when I'm talking to you?
But now, they've lost all their flavor.
Hina. Okay. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, and there is a top and the bottom section of a bottle. So this must have originally been a bottle. Okay. Something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Who the fuck made this? There are 4 red bottles lined up in the shelf. Oh. And inside each bottle there's some kind of Monokuma figure. Yuck. What I'm wondering is, how do they get those figures inside the bottles?
That's a very good question.
so
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle.
There's a bit that you fold outwards. Huh?
But it's a figure, not something collapsible.
You don't know that.
You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the bolt placed inside. You've never seen that?
Oh yeah, maybe I have.
in other words,
So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will.
I feel like I'm starting... Really? Yep.
What? So there's a bottle with figures in it, and there's a broken bottle with a figure on the floor? Oh my god.
Was the weapon. Lock is open, and inside, it's a handprint.
why?
What's a handprint doing here?
It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker, and it left a handprint in all the
It's
dust.
And it looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker, and they left behind a little something extra.
Semen! Maybe the killer hid in there until the lock... Yeah, but we... Okay.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility.
Huh? Why not?
Think back, before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right?
Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
Indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door.
Yeah, so then... What does this handprint mean? There's gotta be something relevant to the 2 who were excluded, because otherwise, why would they go through the effort of excluding them? So this is probably something relevant to one of them.
What, do you think one of them was inside that locker?
Maybe at a different date, like, you know, they were in here playing hide and seek or some shit.
She said the handprint was fresh.
Yeah, but fresh is... How fresh is fresh? A day? 2
Like-
days?
Good question. But I think by that she means that the handprint is clear, like no more dust has started to cover it up.
That's what we did.
What else?
Blood.
Oh, there's blood over there.
There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. Must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far from where she died?
Then there's the magazine shelf itself.
It's around 1 o'clock right now, according to my 12 at noon. An hour ago. What'd you say?
Magazine shelf.
Yeah. Magazines. Okay, nothing interesting.
Sakura's body? Or Sakura?
Sakura drew a last breath sitting slumped forwards in this chair. There's obvious evidence of a blow to the head Sakura has suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that that's what killed her, but according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. And I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood. This accent is changing. Not a chance. Byakuya!
That's fine.
Senpai! However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree? Oh no! I feel the need. I feel the need to gain weight. No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood obviously has to be connected to the way she died. Alright, and then I guess we look at this chair. It's a nice chair. Chair. Chair? Chair.
You can look at the glass on the floor as well.
There's a chair. Yeah, I know. And then we get everyone's accounts, and that's it. Some kind of plastic container rolling.
So...
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty.
Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loves her protein, and she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you.
I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says K.A.I. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the chem lab had all kinds of health stuff. She must have gotten this from the chem lab and
Just a
poisons.
second.
But that's strange.
Huh? What is?
Hey,
You see what's scattered around the can?
Shards of light blue glass. They must have been parts of the window I broke to get inside.
But they aren't just scattered around the can, they're also underneath it.
Why does that matter?
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it.
So some glass was broken here before then. Huh, okay, I have a theory.
But the window was still intact when we
I
arrived.
know. That's why I'm saying I have a theory.
Do you
What
want
do
to
you
tell me your
want?
theory?
You're bothering me. Go away.
Do you want to tell me your theory?
No. He's not even trying to hide how much he despises me. I better go before he crushes my soul completely.
Why not?
however...
Because... No.
Okay. Not like you're holding anything from me.
I'm being a character in Danganronpa. I'm trying to pick yes, I swear.
But for Sakura to have been killed...
Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
It's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand on her?
They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly, they would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her.
Suppose I could tell you what my theory is. We'll have to check.
Yeah, because I know what happens.
We have to check the chem lab, because what if the poison came in a blue glass bottle? And what if to stop... Because, like, I'm thinking of, like, this does look a bit like a suicide. It's got some random factors that are confusing me, but maybe the solution is easier than we think. So, let's go on the theory that it's a suicide, right? Well... Firstly, there's motivation. Why would she want to kill herself? It was because of her being a traitor. That was the motive. How would you shut down the motive? By not being the motive anymore. How would you do that? By dying. So she could have done this to herself to stop the infighting and to protect Hina. That could have been the last straw. But then, why such an elaborate suicide? Unless she wanted there to be a trial, but that doesn't make any sense. but we can probably say that maybe there were the poison is in a blue glass bottle, and to hide the fact that it was a poison that she drank, she smashed it, knowing that they would have to break through the window, which was of a similar glass, to get in. And then she left the protein shake there to cover up the fact that it was actually the poison that she drank.
Okay.
Does that make any sense? Can you at least see where I'm going with this?
I can see where you're going with it, yes. But currently this hinges on whether or not there is in fact a glass bottle in the chem lab.
Yes. Well, like I said, we have to check.
We already know who did it.
I won't forgive you.
Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro.
We know who did it! One of the, like, any number of half of the people who are here.
Yeah, there's 7 of us. There's 7 of us, right? No, there's 6 of us left.
She's literally saying, we know who did it. Half of us, maybe.
It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her.
You are exaggerating Hiro's feelings.
You agree with me, don't you, Makoto?
Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more.
Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all 3 of us to meet with her. You know where? Right here in this rec room.
What?
After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me... She said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon.
By noon? The Monokuma file said she died right around then.
I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her.
Okay, theory time. What if she sent those, intending for them to come and find her body so that they would be aware that she killed herself, so that there wouldn't be any risk of there being a trial about it?
Why not just leave a suicide note then?
Huh.
But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And why those 3?
Because they're the ones who didn't like her, so it would make more sense for them to be the ones who find her body.
Oh, yeah, true. Because it's not like the other 3 would have done it.
Yeah, if the other 3 had found her body, if she'd have, like... If Hina, Kyoko, and Makoto had found the body first, as they did, then it would have made more suspicion. But if it was the other 3 who found the body, then there would be no suspicion. Or at least a little bit. But, like, they'd be like, well, we found the body. Why would we find the body that we killed? And we were all together at the time. I don't think I mean, like, there's a good chance it could be Hiro, simply because I don't think it would be him, because he doesn't seem like the type. But I just don't think he's the type. This isn't Genocide Jack's style, so I doubt it was her. Toko ain't gonna do shit. Byakuya is probably the most likely suspect, and we have him...
Yeah, this is quite elaborate for worthy of a Togami.
Then again, you could be trying to throw me off the trail, but
When have I ever done that?
that's the thing. I never know. I don't know.
This is what happened. If I'd stopped her by force or by cunning, this never would have happened.
Force, ogre. Ha ha ha. Hina, you cannot. Even dead, she could probably still kick your ass.
Like Sakura would have laid a finger on her.
I mean, like, if they were in a fight, Sakura would win.
Well, yeah.
Just saying.
Oh, still to Byakuya then.
Yeah. I gotta say, the fact that she left notes with them actually makes me suspect them all less, because doesn't that just point the fucking finger right at all of them? Why would you kill someone if you got a note from them? That just makes you look suspicious, and they didn't know that the other ones had notes. So to be Akuya, it would have looked like, I got a note from Ogre. Yeah, I know, I'll kill her. What with having this note telling her to meet at the place where she's about to fucking die. Genius.
Yeah, that's true.
What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. And it's true? I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all.
So the note doesn't exist anymore.
Threw it away, but is it gone? Yakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as a fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourselves from my sight. Okay, thanks.
I think we're done in this room. Oh.
Door.
The door, yeah.
Of course, always the door. Smash window, signs, door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious. Okay.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation?
Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then,
Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
listen to me.
Which is why I decided you'll go in my place.
She's decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right, I do have to go talk to the others.
And I do have to do as she says.
Yeah, I am a submissive bitch. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. And we should check the chem lab if we can. Oh,
Okay.
Okay, guess no fucking chem lab today then. Right, hero.
Hero is at the Hero is on the left, down here on the left. Turn left at the end of this hallway.
Toko.
Oh, well, Toko's right there, yeah. Got like that.
Don't we have to, like, talk to both of them? Oh, we got this one.
Who's there?
Ah, the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
What do you
Well,
want?
what do you
she's
want?
already voicing
So
it.
you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good
Hey,
mood.
I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad
Tough
time?
shit if it is.
What do you want?
What do you want? You said you wanted to talk to me about something?
Redundant. I wanted to talk to you about the fact Sakura had asked to meet with you. Did you kill her?
What?
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him.
What? So she wanted to meet with Master too? I just said two, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh?
As if it wasn't before. Jesus. I'm making Makoto tougher. Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it?
I admit I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go.
Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I well, fucking Toko is not gonna fucking... Genocide Jack? Maybe. Toko? No. Oh.
Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room.
I like the idea that her room is a filthy fucking pigsty.
It kind of is, with books.
Oh, that's a shame. I was hoping it'd be filthy and, like, it's just like a fucking hoarder's den.
Left. Very far door. Oh no, it's not. That's
He's
Ifumi.
here all on his own. Poor bastard.
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something?
I'm happy. For some reason.
Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
How did you know about that?
Could it be...
Oh, did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened within you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too.
What? When did Sakura tell you that?
Oh, well... When she asked me to meet with her, of course.
But didn't she write you a note?
Oh, yeah, no. She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like, in passing.
I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura?
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that?
Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
Last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then.
While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you?
Oh, do I still have it? Let's see.
Hiro was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore.
What, for fuck's sake.
Ah! Ah!
Hey, come on.
Yeah, sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out.
Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny the ogre asked me to meet with me. So if you'll excuse me.
Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Alright,
The
Chem
chem lab.
Hey, 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 hey.
Fuck walking.
Third floor or fourth?
Topmost. It's the new floor. New floor, new murder toys to play with.
What? No.
What do you mean? What do you mean no?
There's a floor after this, isn't there?
Yeah.
So this is just the top one that we've got unlocked so far. Where the fuck is
Yes.
it? Yeah, you
It's
kind
this
of
one.
phrased it weird. I got a little confused, bamboozled. Oh, hey, Byakuya. Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes, sir, I understand.
What the
Go
fuck?
fuck yourself. Alright, we gotta look at this piss. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected. I'm pulling right now. Powder for a shelf. Step in it. Okay. These look blue. We'll have a look at this first. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where the powder came from? It's poison. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled. That's right. It could only have been around the time of the incident. If that's really when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Okay. Footprints. These are footprints. And they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
Oh, it was insufferable, was it?
Well, let's go chop chop. Okay. So I got to where I sketched up the room. What the fuck is this? So how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. For me?
See.
So, when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. We could have fucking seen that from... They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they do, and then they left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be...
Certainly
Makoto, are they yours? No!
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes, and I'll confirm their size for myself.
That was a really well delivered no.
No!
That's wrong!
I didn't do it. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I
Like
see.
a good dog.
Your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit, these are not your footprints. Unfortunately? But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. And these prints are a really valuable clue.
So let's not add them to the truth bucket.
See what's on the shelf. Dietary supplements, protein drink.
Yes, death bottle, my favourite dietary supplement.
Skull and crossbone. Good for protein.
Good for losing weight.
The weight of one soul.
The weight of one entire head and 2 femurs.
The weight of a Rosie. There's one.
I'm going to stuff this down Rosie's throat and then fuck her corpse.
I'm going to stuff it in her ass and keep going till it blows out of her mouth. There's one bottle here that's labeled Kevin C9.
That's a reference to our Dark Souls playthrough.
It sure is. And also a video that hasn't even been released yet.
Yeah, when are you releasing that?
What, the Terraria videos?
Oh.
Because that's
No.
what they're from.
No.
That's what that's from. That thing you're thinking of, that's what it's from.
Okay.
And because of Dream Daddy, that's, Alright, just want to look at this again. That's going on the shelf, as it were. A C9. C9 has been moved to A, which means if we look in C... Another C9.
Poisons and powerful chemicals. They're all labeled with C followed by a number. Section C. What's in
I
section
guess B is irrelevant. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction.
I mean, I guess those could be poisonous or toxic in high quantities to the human body.
Yeah, but so can anything. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh? What, you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
Well, I don't know. I think it's been, like, what, 1,472 days since I learnt algebra and not used it?
But who's counting? I am, because I was in fucking algebra. The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well.
Fucking calculus! Where do you use calculus?
B and a number, these are irrelevant, I think.
Okay. Age, regents, poisons. Yep.
There's something going on
There's
here!
definitely something suspicious is going on here with these poisons.
Gotta be careful, someone could have died. We'll have a look at this again. C4.
I thought that was a clever joke.
It was funny. But where you see one joke, I see 4.
That is one of the best lines in the Helsing Ultimate abridged.
That's one of the best lines ever before someone kills themselves.
Yeah, actually it is.
You see,
When
where
you get-
you see one man, I see 4.
When you get to hell, tell them Pendleton sent you, and then apologize for the inconvenience.
Should probably take a good hard lick of that powder.
You know when an abridged is good, or when it can improve the source material?
Oh yes. Anyway,
Like
enough about that.
scene... Yeah, sorry, I'm not going to talk about it anymore.
People can go watch it for themselves. Broken bottle. Yeah. What is the... Stop it. Stop it.
What is the speed of an unladen swallow?
Why do you have to specify unladen?
Because it might be laden.
What is the speed of a swallow with 2 shopping bags?
What is the speed of a laden swallow? I will tell you, it's slower than the swallow that is unladen.
It depends on the weight. Is this just all part? Yeah, it's all part of the same thing. Okay, we're done there.
Same bullshit. Let's just rebuild this entire room. Right, I think we're done here. back to the crime scene. Yeah, might as well teleport. Left bumper, left bumper. Oh no, no, it's up there.
Hey, you know what's weird? This is the
Yeah?
first murder that hasn't occurred on the new floor.
Yeah. Yes, that is the case.
I guess
But
they
it
did...
does involve. There was a much closer teleport node.
I don't know where I am.
Keep going. But it still does involve something from the most recently unlocked floor.
Well, yeah, but that makes sense from a game design standpoint.
Hey,
Yeah. So Makoto, how's your investigation going?
Told her...
I see.
I see. So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying.
Anyway,
Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These three things have revealed new clues. You do well to look at them over one more time.
Alright. Shards of glass. Mm-hmm.
There was
Red
the bottles,
bottle.
the bottles, her body, and the shelf, I think.
You see, I find it oddly suspicious how this is a red bottle.
Why?
Hang on, that's a knight. There's a knight in here.
No, there isn't.
That one in the middle. Isn't that a knight?
That's a bishop. Knights are horses. So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find
Is
it.
it the chess pieces? 2 are missing.
Yep.
Where did
I
the
would-
other one go?
I would have thought that the fact that there are 2 empty spaces would be more obvious, but no, she wants you to figure out that there is a queen missing as well.
A correlation, yep.
so
I don't mind guiding you towards clues.
Yeah, we get the idea. We know what it is, so this is redundant. No answer! She trusts us.
Trusts Sony to a good degree, though. It had been updated to dumped in the truth bucket. One other thing about the Monokuma bottles. She'd like to do an experiment.
An experiment?
anyway,
Are we not reading anymore?
I thought you wanted to skip most. Okay, no,
I-
because this is
just,
redundant
just
anymore.
before that was redundant.
Yeah.
Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byaku is not here. So
So then,
anyway, I need to get something from the Ken lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass.
I really don't know what this is about, but what do I have? Blah, 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 blah. Gonna get the stuff.
so then,
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work.
So what kind of experiment are we
in
doing?
other words,
I got a scale from the Chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights.
Compare the weights of what?
The pieces of glass you collected and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact.
Why do you want to do that?
That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
listen,
First, let's compare the weights of the 2 normal Monokuma bottles.
This is nice. It's balanced.
in other words,
You think so?
The left one is slightly lighter.
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same.
Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and with nothing else could really affect the
so
weight.
then,
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now,
No.
what might we expect to see?
Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out, or the pieces I collect will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
So then,
Okay, now let's give it a try.
Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible? There are more pieces
knew
because
it.
that's more than one bottle.
Yup.
What?
in other words,
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together.
hey,
And what do you get, bibbidi bobbidi boo?
And I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you.
Nice. What
Okay.
else did we do?
And then the shelf. Oh, and then her body.
Huh? This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey,
I hate that
If something-
term, on accident.
Ugh. If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think?
Yeah, you're right. I pick up the flip for it. This is one of the pages near the center of the magazine has the word written in blood. Bold bloody letters. It says Toko. Could this be a dying message?
correct.
What does it say upside down?
Oko.
Then it would appear you found it.
Oh gosh. Kyoko, this is...
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it.
a dying message?
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that... This is Toko, right?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Then she's the killer, right?
Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer.
Connor the killer. Wow, Makoto, interesting. Hang on a second. Right.
Thoughts?
Upside down, I can't really see if it fucking means anything.
It
But
doesn't.
there are two little lines underneath it, which could be relevant.
Dripping blood, probably.
It wouldn't... If it were upside down, it wouldn't drip upwards.
No.
Unless it says Jacko. No thoughts yet.
And then Sakura's body.
To be honest, I'd say that proves it wasn't Toko. According to... But that's because this is a game. According to Kyoko, there's discovering his
just a
body.
second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out.
Really get in there.
You need to dig your fingers right in there.
Well, yeah,
Like-
I know, but...
You gotta stick your hands way up her butt.
Morty.
Don't you think you might need to actually examine the corpse?
Whew.
There's no getting around it.
I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I just can't get used
It's
to it.
true.
That's totally normal.
Then how can you?
So,
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past.
What?
Sorry, never mind.
hey,
See, I'm involved in cadavery.
Oh, look!
correct.
Yellow powder.
You see that yellow powder? Blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Powder is clue number
Her
one.
shoe?
Clue number one.
It's on top of her shoe, though, not under it.
Hey,
Next is the wound on her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just explain.
It would seem.
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head.
2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So, that's what I learned from examining her body in detail.
I think Monokuma could have tampered with the scene of the crime.
Why? That would be interfering.
That's a good point, actually. He doesn't do that. Someone has interfered. Because if her hands are spotless, she didn't write that message.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it was Byakuya who's tampered with the scene again. Because he doesn't like Toko. He doesn't want her around. Or maybe even it was Hina who tampered with the scene of the crime. Because she already knew that Sakura was there. I still think Sakura killed herself.
Okay.
But I think Hina might have tampered with the scene of the crime just to, like...
But if Sakura killed herself, why would Byakuya tamper with the scene of the crime? Because that
to
could
make
get
it more
somebody else in.
exciting.
It's a locked room murder mystery.
Someone's tampered with it, and my money is either on Byakuya because he has a history of it, or Hina to try and frame Toko for it because she doesn't like Toko.
Go and get herself killed in the process.
Emotional people. And she's their head. Okay.
She's not that stupid.
I guess it's trial time.
Already?
Well, we did the investigation.
You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door.
Yeah, this is a very short investigation compared to like the behemoth that was the previous case.
That's because that one was planned by someone who knew what they were doing. I don't feel like this one was. It's already time, but the mystery in the of the locker room is still only half solved.
When have we ever gone into a trial with all the questions answered except Leon's case? Even then, not all the questions were answered. We just knew the one ultimate question.
I have to make something happen.
So, oh yeah, let's keep going. We want to go until the last bit of the trial, until the pre-trial.
Huh?
What?
What do you mean?
We want to go until the pre-trial.
Yeah, I think we'll end this one short so that we can get the fucking beefy one out next. All right.
It's not ended. Yeah, it's ended. Oh my god.
The ultimate martial artist emoji. Oh god. A locked room murder mystery. Make it stop.
What the?
Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how useful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. XD.
This is just plain creepy.
Well,
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, you can put in a sad face. It makes it look super negative. For example, do you have 100 friends? Crying face.
He's right. That does make it seem sad.
No, it doesn't.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Now then, please get in the elevator. Confused face? I'll see you down there, Cancer.
What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me.
I don't think I'm acting casual.
After I murdered someone.
Don't be mean.
I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
Forget about all those other ones I've killed.
Forget about the 1,000 people I've killed. Whatever.
Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know, and yet someone killed her.
Not spiritually, literally.
And spiritually. Alright, let's go. I don't care about your feelings. Whee! God, this feels empty. Do you remember when there were like 13 people in here.
Yeah, how many? There would have been, 13 people on the first time we went in this. Like now that Sakura and Hifumi are on there, it's really thinned out.
All the big ones are dying. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few! You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault that we're all that's left.
Whoa, Makoto, you are getting a personality, actually.
I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again, or will your school life come to an end completely? Now then, are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats.
They're not seats.
Bring on the trial!
And so the case of fourth tide, deadly judgment, deadly session, deadly doodly diddly daddle, haddly
Deadly
doodly
class
neighbor.
trial!
Haddly doodly, neighborino.
Yeah, save the game. And let's check out what that new skill does.
Okay.
Where is it? There it is. Increases the time limit for each phase.
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah. Well, we can... What's breathing technique? Focus gauge recovers more quickly. Sure, I mean, we got the skill points for it. I don't think there's anything... Yeah, other than Lost in Thought, there isn't anything else.
Alright.
Oh, well. Well, I guess we're going to end the episode... Oh, only 8.5 minutes early.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, thank you all so much for watching this beautiful investigation. Like, favorite, and subscribe, all that good shit, and I'll see you in the next exciting episode of Danganronpa. Bye!